impossible, mathematically impossible to have a reunion every day, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a reunion every day. We are back with legends. What an honor to be able to say that. Mary Wilson, Otis Williams, and Martha Reeves all together. One
This is such a thrill for me.
Tell us about Charm School.
Yes, I was just going to mention that. Maxine Powell taught all of us, and we used to have such a great time. This was at Motown Records when we were still kind of struggling. You know, a lot of us didn't have hit records.
Right.
And what they did, just like in the days of Hollywood, they had a charm school. They called it artist development. And we had the choreographer was Charlie Atkins, who did all the
Still doing it, 80
still
years
doing it,
old.
right.
You're kidding.
The finishing touches.
Well, he did the choreography, and Mrs. Powell, that actually Martha and I know very well. I think we frequented her class more than the Temps did, right?
I consider
Yeah,
myself
Temps
cum
didn't go to
laude
Miss
graduate.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Well, stop right there, because we have a little surprise.
We've been doing
For
some
all
investigative reporting
three of
here.
you. Our correspondent, Chris McWatt, has done some investigating on his own and has uncovered some secrets from your Charm School past. Chris?
That's right. You don't try to run away now. I talked to Maxine yesterday, and I went back.
Oh,
I have the
God.
facts right here. She was my deep throat on this investigative project 2020. She had lots of things, but she said you were excellent students. You all graduated from Charm School. Did a very good job.
laude from the School of Charm.
There you go. There you go. Magna cum laude.
Yeah.
But she said early on you had a few little things you had to get out. So what I'm going to ask the audience now: which of our guests today, our Motown legends, did Maxine recommend the following? Buy a joke book and practice telling jokes to help you come out of your shell. Who do you think that was? Who do you think? Stand up. Who do you think that was?
Aretha Franklin.
Otis. Now you think Otis may have to come out with that? Well, I'll let you know that through exhaustive research, it was not Otis, it was Martha Reeves.
Whoa! That is not true.
That's what she said.
That is not true.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Powell. Thank you, darling.
Was there anything you had?
I was captain of my cheering team, and I was kind of tomboyish, so she had to teach me how to be ladylike, and that's about it. I tell my own jokes.
You had to calm down.
I'd move on if I were you.
Right on program.
Right along to the next one. The other investigative
I've never been in a
research.
shell.
Now who? Well, I'm crossing on tough ground here, but who? Maxine told me one of our guests had to learn to use a microphone and kind of keep herself inside, like or the guest not really stick out. Well, I can say it, I guess it's his TV, but out too much. They were on the road and they saw you perform.
I don't understand what you're saying.
That definitely leaves me out.
Tell it like it is.
They were you were grabbing the microphone and sticking your butt out a little too much. You were on the road performing the shake and sending a little bit of the wrong body language. What guess do you think that was? Stand up.
I was there.
You were there.
It's gotta be Otis.
Wait a minute.
Otis?
No. He said her. I'm not a her.
She didn't hear that.
Otis
Well,
has always been smooth.
he's very smooth.
He's always been
So Maxine said,
Who had the booty problem? Who was it?
Well,
You?
It wasn't me per se. It was the Supremes. We were doing a song. We did the album Supreme Sings Sam Cooke, and we did Shake, and we were like doing like this shakes. You know,
I remember that.
Remember in England?
I
I'm talking
remember
about
that.
And so Mrs. Powell said, "No, ladies, you don't do it like that. You must stand up and never protrude. You know, diarrhea." That's how she said. And so it was the Supremes.
okay, well, 1 out of 2
But
is
we were
bad.
trying to get down like Martha and the Vandellas.
Hello.
Learning from each other. And finally, Maxine was talking about how though she didn't handle all the choreography, she was talking about how she taught the Temptations, how to figure how much space they needed on stage. And I have 2 volunteers. Stand up. Now, gentlemen, stand right here. The clue that Maxine told me was to reach out your fingertips until you touch the next person. Now, tell me if I'm doing this right, Otis. Was it here or inside to find out how far away you should be from each other on stage?
Well, I have to say she's wrong. Reason I said that?
Yes.
We only worked with Charlie Atkins and Lon Fontaine as far as the choreography was.
What did he say? Did he say this far
And
away?
before that was Paul Williams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How did you determine how far away you were supposed to be?
Well, Charlie Atkins had his own method. So Miss Brown only worked with the girls, never with the guys.
Okay.
Did any of you guys have two left feet?
She worked with Marvin
She
Gaye.
didn't work with the Temps.
She worked with Marvin Gaye.
Because you guys cut classes.
No, Charlie Atkins wouldn't let us do that.
Did any of you have like two left feet? I mean, was anything that just wasn't coordinated?
You know what? In our group, we did. Every time we would have one spot it was Florence, and then when Florence was replaced by Cindy, they all kind of moved in a kind of awkward way. It's like never. Yeah, there's always somebody who.
Oh, yeah.
And Otis, you say you
Oh, yeah, I was stiff as a box Argo star. Oh, yeah.
But you overcame that,
Oh,
babe, because
quick.
you were up there.
That's right.
Rosalind Holmes Ashford is actually left-handed, so she had to learn to work on the opposite side of the stage and use her right hand as opposed to what she's used to using as her left. So yeah.
We got to take a little break here. We're going to take back more questions from the audience. In fact, there was one that someone here asked, how did the inspiration for My Girl come about? I want to know if there was a girl. Take a break. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
All right.
Yeah. How cool it is to have the legend sitting with you, and we're kind of just like quietly humming along, you know, like not to bother, but to be in the circle is so cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I try to sing, and people like cry and stuff when I sing, but it's good that you guys are here making me.
We spoke during the break. Martha's agreed to it. If you guys want to do it, we'll meet again same time next year right here.
Yes.
Huh? All right. We had a question from the audience. Chris, where is she? A young lady wanted to know about My Girl.
This is Linda Stone. Linda, what was the question that you had?
It was actually for Otis. Otis,
Yes.
I kind of have a 3-in-1 question. I wanted to know where your inspiration for the song My Girl came from. Was she your girl? If so, who was she?
Well, actually, we have to credit Smokey Robinson and Ronnie White.
So it could be Claudette Robinson.
Had to be at that time.
Okay.
Yes, so Smokey and Ronnie.
Claudette is Smokey's wife?
Wife at that time.
Okay.
So Claudette is the My Girl.
She's
Yes.
My Girl. All right.
Okay. Is it Linda?
Linda Loveland.
Inspiration, huh?
My question is for Martha. And Martha, who inspired you to become a singer?
Lena Horne.
Wow.
By way of Dinah Washington. My mother Ruby and my father Elijah sang and played guitar, so they inspired me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how about you? Did you sing when you were very, very young as well, Mary?
My mom said when I was born, I started singing. When the doctor spanked me, I started singing. But I mean, you know, I used to sing if I would open the refrigerator. You know, if I sang all the time. So
When you saw the light come on in the refrigerator, that was your
spotlight.
I know people say, you know, they say that all the time as a joke, but I really, from the time I can remember when I was like 3, I was always singing. I did it just naturally. I never wanted to be a singer. I never thought about being a singer. It's just that's something I did.
It was your calling.
What I wanted to do was to be an actress. I mean, when I was little, I watched all the you know, those musicals and things. That's what I wanted to do.
Well, we weren't candy at the age of 3. I was 3. My brothers were older, so I knew I was going to be a singer at 3 in my grandfather's church. So we started singing gospel first.
Right.
That'll stay with you, won't it?
Sure will.
Oh,
Yeah. I want to get to this question. Where is Erica? Chris?
Right here. I found her.
This
question is for
Go
Otis.
ahead. Oh, man. Otis, this was for you, right?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We have a tape of your London concert, and there's a part where you sing My Girl, and then you have people come up from the audience, and you ask them to wiggle their hips.
That's right.
So I was wondering if today you could wiggle out your hips for us here today.
I don't wiggle. Wiggle my hips.
Good question. That was an excellent question. I'm glad because they always have the women wiggle.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you have an exercise video coming out where you do that. And the pounds just roll
Just
off.
roll off.
That's right. We got to take a commercial break. We come back with a little more fun. We're going to close the show. A little music, a little dancing. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Yeah. Guys, follow us over there.